What is up, y'all? I got nothing. I am like the most head empty VTuber there is. But I'm trying. I don't know, I got like nothing going on. What's this? Oh, Prime Gaming. Already got that. I know, few people joking. I don't know about jokingly. Kind of give me a hard time about the vacation. But the thing is, I had nothing going on between vacations, so it's like, it is what it is.
The man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his
On,
glasses.
on that note,
and
I'm
takes a
gonna
deep
miss a couple
breath.
days next weekend. Let's bag him. No, I want to leave it. I want to steal the boots. Got peeps in my Discord telling me they personally know Crypto Bros, which like it ain't. It was supposed to be. That was supposed to be a flex. Thank you. See, Los is a crypto bro. That's how he's able to give me so much money. Oh shit, I got points to spend, don't I? Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. You have points, but you need them for future thoughts. Oh, it goes into one or the other? Where do I have my thoughts? Oh, you mean to pay for slots? I don't have any thoughts though to put in there. Then forgetting a thought costs a point. I still have one. I probably should use that one. What map? Cuno. I don't understand this. No, empathy legendary. What does it mean map? Acquire a copy of the city map. Oh, I need that. I feel like I was supposed to go. What am I looking for here? End of day. Okay. Done. We don't want done. Tracked. I should. Getting the hanged man's boots. Read your watermark. Oh, go to the kinema. Let's do that. But learning. Okay. Learning one. Once the slot is okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Press engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life, like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Close the door.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, Where are we on this? Point to the hologen map.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice, seems like a shithole. I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border.
I don't know what
and
this
then
means.
some.
I don't know what any of this means. Count them individually.
You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean? Point to the dots in the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful
Did he
years
just call
of
me
your youth?
old? Got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else.
No shame in working a regular job, detective. Sometimes after a long day of doing this, I even envy it. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
Oh, that's why I was so proud. 216, to be exact.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been in
Ooh.
the force for nearly 2 decades.
Ooh!
Usually,
You can't see my achievements, but I got goodest of the good cops. Really get Kim to trust you. I feel like I've done something good tonight. I feel like I shouldn't be looking at the achievements, but biggest communism builder, employ critical theory 9 times, world's most laughable centrist, defend the political center 7 times, il capo de art, say 5 art cop lines, hyperstellar law officer, say 7 deranged superstar lines, recruit Kim Kitsuragi, did I not already? Apologize. Literally the sorriest cop on earth. Girdable is lit. Truly rabid traditionalist. Were the cock carousel lines traditionalist? Unbelievably boring fuck. I feel like I'm gonna get that one. Might have been. So you're saying I used to be a super cop? I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. It's the last number.
right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obviously the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
So wait, is it a cab except for Kim Kitsuragi? I always forget. It seems as though you are. Oh, right. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? How do you handle the strain? Maybe I should pour one out for the boys, the fallen. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
It gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
How should I find a hobby?
Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves. Everyone, personally,
Like what?
oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Hobbies are lame.
Suit yourself. Very noble of you. Are we done here?
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate. Maybe I should pour one out for the boys. What?
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
A-cab, Kim's a detective. But as how I don't... Isn't a detective still a cop? Pour one out on the ground, ceremonially.
A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the lights of the Kanema.
I'm sorry for killing you. The gloaming comes for us all. But it comes for you first. I'm sorry for killing you.
Very noble of you. Are we done here?
You know what? I kind of regret doing that. I lost my alcohol. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, is this going... Oh, here we go. 2 boring cops, 3 sorry cops, 2 communists, 1 fascist, 3 ultra-liberal. Good cop, bad cop. I don't... What does 10 mean in that regard? 0 honor. Sounds about right. Didn't we need to go talk to her about something?
It's raining again.
The young woman looks up at the overladen sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
The body is
Down? Do you
Gardener's...
mean the body is finally gone?
Absolutely gone.
No, the body is down on the... It's gone from the tree.
Oh, right.
She scratches her cheek.
But not from the yard? I understand. Can you tell me when you've taken him away then? Because I'm sort of waiting for that.
Yeah, keep her in the loop. It's strangely enjoyable to report back on the minute progress you've made, even to strangers.
Makes me feel important. Anything new from this guy?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Nope. Damn it, Moog, why are you not a big tub of popcorn? Some great tectonic forces has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. What are you trying to say, Lewis?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look...
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench, if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
The worn and beaten wooden...
You can
I
revisit...
like how that is like a game mechanic. The random worn bench. Zoomed in and out again, yeah. Good, yeah. Oh, magazines? Jump Jams, a popular music mag. A glossy magazine, the most able-bodied man. The issue hosts the top 10 list. You got jugs. What's this? Magnesium? Sure. Let's take it out of the trash. Fruit. Sick. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Oh, like tax. Okay, I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
She shrugs awkwardly.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there.
Melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
I don't like how she pronounced magnesium. Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company.
It's I'm noticing different people pronounce things differently in the game, and it's odd to me. Like, I would think there would be more uniform to that.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Oh yeah, when you buy a healing item, it says +1 or +3. That means 1 use or 3 use healing points each. Okay. So you save a tiny bit of money by buying the 3-pack instead of the single pack.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing. Can I have it?
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap when the girl's kissing.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. Her shoulders tense. She shuffles back only slightly. Bewilderment and repulsion root her in place.
Why would she be
The
repulsed?
lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
What is he apologizing for? I said I like her magazine. What's wrong with that?
You mean this? This is Pop's.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode.
Stupid famous
Yeah.
people.
They're kind of boring, but, you know.
What magazine? are
You mean this? This is Pop Stars.
Looks like it also
Forget
has
about all
something
that.
called
What's
Police
this
de la
about fashion
Mode,
police
featured
feature?
on page 34.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this?
No,
Her lazy eyes scan up and down your body, assessing the situation.
I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Oh, we could do both.
You mean this is Pop.
Looks like it also has something called
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear.
Point to her
It's
hat.
kinda
I bet your
funny.
hat would take
They're
the
kind
prize.
of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
About the existential horror of some middle-aged man questioning over a fashion machine. I'd fucking die.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
Why are you? Oh, because it's
We are not the fashion
probably
police.
because of her working here.
We're
She has
the
to wear
real
it.
police.
You mean this? This is
Looks like it also.
it's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean.
So who's the most
It's about
stylish
who's
there?
the most
It can't be
stylish.
anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion.
You mean this is...
Looks like it also.
I'm
has
not even
something
interested in
called
that magazine. I don't know
Police
why I
Stella
asked about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Before we go on, what is a frit?
I don't know. Frit?
She shrugs. Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
She chews on her gun with disgust.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
All right, get some sleep, get some rest. Hopefully the sleep will help with the lack of food. Good luck.
I don't know. Frit?
What is a frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store?
Why is it
I
written with 3?
think they think...
The story goes that normal
Let's proceed. I have
Fritta
some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts down the magazine. Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns back to her magazine without waiting for you to respond.
A warehouse.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
She scratches her nose. Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yes. Tell me. I meant the physical reality.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are
We're
we?
in Frit?
No, I meant where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
As a mankind.
In a good place.
She rubs her face thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know.
What time is
I
it?
don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore.
Oh.
Well, this was a big waste of time.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak.
I'm in heaven. I need it all so bad.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. Just let me know and pay and stuff. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Sounds fake. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Fritz only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Please tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
Why is it pale?
You know.
She shrugs, uninterested in explaining it further. Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
She stares at you, unsure.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale. Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note.
Yeah, I'm not that interested, actually. Alright. I feel like we should go back to the, Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, no, that's Kim. Oh, was that money? 3 trees. How idiomatic. Yeah, I'm gonna steal that money. What's going on here?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size. I am the law.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why would I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power.
We have a right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups. You're essentially still workers.
Continue.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work! Right to work!
What kind of cause are we talking about?
rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their family.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man at the rail, sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
Call me mañana? The loitering man hollers in return. I actually need to speak with the union boss.
Have fun. These shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole?
I'm interviewing people about the murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and terse.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
I don't know.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Thank you, King.
Let us work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work from other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
Continue.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
He's not a real striker, scab, is he? Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Oh wait, does he have a dead man's clothing on? You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women, with rights, to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess. Routine part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
Alright, already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break. Right to work!
I wasn't done asking you questions.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
Maybe.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. I'd try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess bunk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in? Like, all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw. Perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I'm gonna leave for now.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about the pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so there's a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary, somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
Close your eyes. So you volunteered to spoil it. For some reason, I thought you had 104 solved cases with suspicious Martinez. Wonder what this says about me. That's why I was sent by the station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it's best to let you make your next move.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
I'm a highly experimental cop, but if I am right, this is outer even by my standards.
Really?
His eyebrow gets raised one more notch. I arrive at the scene 3 days early, drink myself into oblivion, fully re-immerse myself in this reality, and then work the case from an angle so crescent fresh it produces never-before-seen results. Not only for criminology, but for the human mind.
It can't be that.
Part of him wants to believe that what you just said. It isn't, but I will prove it so. I am notoriously difficult to work with wunderkind, with extremely unorthodox methods. It isn't, but I will prove it so.
I hope you do.
So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Close your eyes.
The rows are endless.
Look for Precinct 41.
Jean Vitmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness.
For some reason, I thought you had 104.
Well, technically. The official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicides.
A common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
So you're still a good cop, right?
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene into a circus.
What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Okay, enough of this competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Why did the 41st send me? Sylvie suicide jokes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
Well, that doesn't feel good. No, that can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck-up? Like, as a joke.
I've considered it.
His voice somber. So it's true?
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
When do I get to kiss Kim?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
I'm not trying that one. At 8%. It says GRIH. Maybe when you're done, you can do collage mode and make your Kim fanfic.
Scab?
Asked the man with the jolly eyes, tilting his
You're
head.
hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Oh. Oh, how do I get out? Yeah, I'm a scab, poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Continue.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Psst. Show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Flips a coin towards you. Try to catch it. Nice!
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
He nods towards the process. I can't believe he actually gave me money.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Union has problems getting by. Every little bit helps. Gotta spend money to make money.
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't
Make it
get in
less.
or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all.
Every-
Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps, you know.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
I need to get past the gate and speak with the boss.
Oh. Good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
He might have information about the killing that took place behind the hostel.
Everard's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, eh? Doesn't often dole it out, though. But sure, why not?
Does that mean you can let me through the
I
gate?
don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple. I just walk in,
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
past Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview, or, Maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another thing.
Sure.
I'm actually a worker like you guys. Show him the stolen card.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you, then back at the card, then at you again.
But that's not you, officer.
Take a closer look at it. It's an old picture.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean?
Does not seem plausible now that I think about it. Yes.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card?
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
I literally stole it off of him while he slept. Found it on the ground at the whirling in rags. It was like a sign the wind deposited at my feet. I feel a closeness to this person.
Yes, the city has a way of pairing souls. John's been out drinking himself blind. He should be more careful than Johannes. Can I have the card?
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
No, I'm afraid the card's evidence in an ongoing investigation.
Oh. Is my friend in some sort of trouble?
What's the strike
Who
about
knew?
anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving.
Aces high. For the rest of the world, the aces high is just a cool Revachol thing. Politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes? He wears a bomber jacket, just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades, and those cargo pants could store tools for hotfixing your aerostatic. Maybe you should ask him about this.
+1 empathy towards Kim. Ooh, perfect. +1 esprit de corps, the roots of the RCM. It's 7 o'clock. What time were we supposed to be off for the day? 9? Lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Let's steal this money. 9 p.m. or later. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here, actually. More money, nice. White tank top, +1 physical instrument. Don't I already have a shirt on? A real statement to wear. What it? Oh, oh, well, oh, nice. -1 suggestion. Work it. I do like the conceptualization, though.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Snap. Excuse me, am I like to ask him questions?
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Wait,
The lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
I just told you why.
If you say so.
stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations? What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king? Point to the indentation.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well,
What do you think?
Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Target practice.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
What did this king do?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphant.
Rip. That was like 80% too. You never put the gloves on.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who
Not
drives
too
these?
many people outside of Grad and Revachol West.
We're
too,
just completely
it appears.
gone now. Hey Kim, check this
A
out.
Dash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the Stars Ryko.
But the inverse also happens. Let me guess what happened last time, Kim. Blue and white are the colors of the Zemsk. Someone painted it, got the Zemsk mad, and boom, murder happened.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395, the fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Hate to correct you, Kim, but only 4,395 people were on that protest.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Who are the Zemsk community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
What did they sentence the killer to?
4 years for murder in reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car?
Could it be another Stajraiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
I think they should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
He shares a smile with you, only for a second.
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Did we actually cover everything? Alright, let's go back in. They call, oh, I didn't call all those numbers, but maybe it's not important. Oh shit, there's people here.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Two people out there? Who? And I thought I got everyone I could. It's all about money, you know? Can I do karaoke now? Oh, I never went to the kitchen either. Oh wait, no, I did. And then that guy didn't seem like he could talk to me.
Yes?
Can I help you?
Hereby press
Thanks.
container key.
I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Maybe, could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks, let's talk about something
Yes?
else. Goodbye. I don't have money. How am I, sleeping tonight?
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Tug on the heartstrings.
Try to
Nope.
force a tear out of your butt. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Of course, I shouldn't have asked you, stupid me. Oh God, no!
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
That was the wrong thing, wasn't it?
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you.
Okay then, let's change the subject.
No, I'm so sorry. I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
A benefactor?
An old call box with
I know.
an off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Cuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Yeah, fuck Cuno.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Try to impersonate Cuno. Fuck off, pig. I'm Cuno. I don't give a shit. Let me in.
Pardon? This is not Cuno. Who is this? Please just stop calling here. I don't have time to deal with...
A single beep indicates you hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore.
Andrew Orlando Hare.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon.
Oh, it is
Doesn't
7
bode
o'clock
well
at
for
night.
anyone's hair.
Artemis boxing for young athletes and gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's taxi. The rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Oh, on Tricentennial Electrics, I thought I was calling Slipstream.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Hold on. Tell me what's going on. What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Oh God, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Fuck. Hang up the call.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read, "No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do."
Fortress Accident.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one
Leave. Oh, good. I completely forgot about that. Hey, that's a little kid. Oh shit! There. Okay, I did miss a lot here.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It would forge ties between us working people. Good practice. Fighting our common enemy. You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. Damn, you're right. What kind of business relationship would that kickstart?
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space.
God, I already hate her.
Fighting, enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along.
So are you the owner of this store?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
There's a little girl standing outside.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
No, she was definitely slacking off. Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Not really.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her?
I don't know, I was afraid she'd call me like the other kids around here.
Sir, watch the language. My child would never do such a thing.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite a trooper. She's a great value add. Here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends how much you pay your kid.
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
In some more developed countries, this sort of thing is 2 felonies, child labor and slavery.
Those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
I want to hit her.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Lieutenant taps his foot. The way you're handling strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
And crime. Okay, let's change the subject.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
What if I want to buy a
Then
book?
why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
What type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
So, alright, I'll take a look then.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Farewell for now, book peddler.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Oh, the last one sounds good, actually. Oh, right. I haven't said anything like that. I said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, for what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do
Of
failure.
course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh, you will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
Opt-in versus opt-out.
You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Okay. That sounds like I should just go for it then. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Now roll up your sleeves further and breathe in the pristine air. Finish thought. Mazovian social economics. -2 visual calculus looks like. Isn't that just like a pure negative then? Oh, it changes afterwards, I see.
Hello again, esteemed.
It's back here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
You
ought
certainly
to.
You certainly are pure negative. Los.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
But they introduce extra content.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
With a Seminese.
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
The curtain.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer and I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Ignore them for now. Which gives me a good opportunity. Oh, no. Safe. Not load.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the book.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Why are you still talking about books? You trying to put a spell on me?
Spell? As if. This place doesn't need any spells or hoodoo mumbo jumbo. This place has wonderful energy.
You have awful energy, though.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
You ruin things.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver run through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Why didn't you just tell me right away it's a curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
With ward? Oh, she nods at the strange cage-like trinkets in the curtain.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Would you like me to take the case? I would investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Drama. Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie?
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
I have returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives.
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Simonese blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us?
Just ask my partner Kim Hill vouch for me. The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Sir, there's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity, close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimneys aren't big enough for that.
No, this chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
Never mind.
The woman before you scared.
Farewell.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storekeeper, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me?
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family.
She fiddles her pendant.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations.
Huh.
It'll cost 12 real.
I can't afford it. So what about these Whirl things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She'll sell them, yeah. Look through
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
No, I would never play Bard. I would play Rogue. Rogue or like a warrior type. I either want to be sneaky or Unga Bunga.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Fuck books. Maybe I'm not into the albino-clad stuff.
A towering mountain of colorful board game boxes and Wirral codices.
Wirral codices. Leave. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundal somewhere.
Storekeeper, tell me about these Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
I played a chanter in Pillars of Eternity that's basically a bard. Look through the display of
Rows and rows of Hyundalamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundal, Return to Hyundal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundal and the Hyundal Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyundal and the Sages at the End of the World. Man from Hyundal and the False God. Man from Hyundal and the Scorched Earth. Man from Hyundal, the Hyundal Colonies. Man from Hyundal and the Swamp Beast. Man from Hyundal and the Snow Crabs.
Is that all?
Not even close.
Oh, damn it.
Man from Hyundal in Hell. Man from Hyundal and the Forest of Slaves. Man from Hyundal under the lake. Man from Hyundal, Hyundal burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundalaman, and so much more.
Pain threshold. Do any of these books call out to me?
Nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
Leave. Enough of Hyamdal. Gift books and molten candy. The book collects the national recipes of Arda, but they are all about lake trout.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen, over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
I'm Dick Mullen.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Look through the display.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh God, no.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring...
Leave. Quaint picture book brochure. Very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
The plaque on the shelf reads biography. Storekeeper. Anything of note on this shelf?
I would say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Innocentic powers. Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Nope. I don't have any.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these innocents is the coolest and greatest.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one? Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Look through the display. I can't
Browsing
afford
through
it.
all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it
High
about?
Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Interesting.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Look at the map of Insulinde.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Like that little bald bastard? What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Face à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white.
Everything is ours now, isn't it, Los?
Disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Yeah, it's him. Can I buy a copy then? Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can. On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On Archipelagos, Croyan-Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
Oh. Immeasurably large compared to you, okay.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And what of the river?
Prud'homme.
Rest of the
It's
river.
somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Steal it instead.
You peek at the storekeep, waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you deftly rip the map off the bulletin board and pocket it. You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez, which, to be honest, did not even cost that much.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to pay for it.
The worn map features the patchwork grid
Trace
of
its
the
path.
your finger finally.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal.
Oh shit, I have it on the map now?
An intricate web of blue
Oh, wait,
lines
no, I have this.
stretches
Seen
across
this
the
before.
torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
Couldn't I have just gotten the map from looking at the one on the wall anyway? Who are you? What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Put the photo away. Oh wait, can I show items to people?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Continue.
These 3 things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything, though it is important to note. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
Oh, that
And
seems important.
there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraise tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Okay. That was okay to Los, I meant. What are these books?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Another boring book just discarded here. Alright, let's go see... let's go see what's behind the curtain. After saving. I mean, there shouldn't be anything there. Sounds like she's just crazy.
You see, as You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A small terrified O escapes from Plaisance. She tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock on the door.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed-out, dark echo.
Unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Open the door and enter. I should have said it to Kim. Just to... Oh, hey, what's this?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, an eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Sand is dripping from the punching bag. What's this? Shot put. Ooh, it's valuable. Poster says Citius Fortis. The rest is worn off.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plate. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? Should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Lift the barbell. Oh god, I'm gonna hurt myself.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
So I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad.
Try to remain.
This is the end. Bad.
Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Rip. Oh, that is why we saved. Okay. No, hurt yourself, Los.
You see a set of tinted curtains.
It got messed up.
You see a dim...
Alright, no. sure I get all these.
A heavy door with
Knock.
a hollow
Unlock.
after
Kim,
exerting
maybe you
some
should go first.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
Open the door and enter. Damn it, Kim. I'm scared.
What is this place?
I think it might be the Artemps boxing club for young
I think you're right.
athletes.
Though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
Continue.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to...
some specks. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious
Sounds
here.
good.
Okay. Smells like leather and sweat.
A barbell. It's 60. There are no
Kim?
You're right. The weight may fall
I don't
off.
really care about
Better
safety
not touch it
hazards.
then. No one does until they get smashed into the barbell.
Yeah, I'm not. Let's not. Let's not try that again. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Yeah, there is nothing back here, lady. Now I need to find somewhere to sell the shot put ball. Oh, it's how do I... Oh. There's where? Oh, I thought that was a bookcase.
It's dark, and the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlight go in hand?
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
Makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight.
Why aren't you as smart as anything? Always blocked by an old window pane and debris. Wild animals stare at you in the dark stuff. I'm not smart enough to answer that. Yeah, you know, I thought it was weird because it was like, how else would you get in there besides through the bookstore? A full demijohn full of strange liquid. This game uses a lot of weird words. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs, they remind you of blades. Ooh, money. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Ooh, man. No?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types
Elves.
of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Definitely sounds like an elf to me.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
The lieutenant nods at Welkin's facial hair. Why would someone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Well, this has been education. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
A scrum board?
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice fields of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text.
So some nerds were playing D&D in here, basically. But where are the clothes? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, that goes to a new floor, so no. Let's stay here for now.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Press play.
Nothing happened. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Press play.
Nothing.
Again.
Something's missing.
Leave.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on. How am I supposed to know what Kedron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Oh shit, it's past 9. If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
Kill the Justa.
A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara.
The Justa is our friend. The Jester is dead. Game over.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
I'm glad someone knew what I was talking about.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of Airwith alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exercise. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program.
No, that's not it. I think...
Lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
How were they planning on doing that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
That seems, I think the narrator might be biased. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of investors' pockets. Curse got to them. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
A half smile breaks out on his face. He says, looking around the derelict room, the pipe howls, and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Wait, no, go back. I wasn't done up there. Nope, go. Fucking. There. Alright, Mugi, give me a saving. Hey, look, alright. Have a good night, buddy. Get some sleep. So you're ready for more of this tomorrow. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Is this Emma's atelier? Ooh, more money. After all, why shouldn't I get paid for working, right? Skis with slipstream printed on the laminate top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing slipstream logo. A lot. Production schedule filament. That's a lot. What the fuck? Oh my god. Cube-like crisscross of filament feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape in the side reads, production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be used. Oh, wait, I can go use it.
Tiles on the cube are still
Insert the production
smoldering.
schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On
Press
the
play.
a bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic drive. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean the glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
I don't know.
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
It's called the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is a please open up this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call it me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. And what's this? This interactive call-in radio game.
Any other questions?
You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. What are you, a machine, or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old, and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys, the filament slides out of its glowing nest.
I figure there's no reason to just leave it there. Just in case, you know?
Your flashlight slides over and up. Some of the writing has...
I was hoping maybe password might pop
This
up.
old fireplace, the whole thing resembles...
Track down your badge. God, I am such a mess. Need to find my badge and my gun. Ooh, money. Ooh, medicine. I think, didn't I owe like 150? 90? The wind howls from the coal chute above. Oh, that... I couldn't get it to click anywhere. It's because it was messed up again.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is the thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the
A
door.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Let's take a look inside.
Let's look
The
inside
shelves
fridge.
are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take a note. Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is the giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to... the lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points to the red, snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Close the door. Leave it open. I want to make the bill even worse for them. Shot put. The shot put. A ball for you playing shot put. Favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old sports equipment would be a sin. Handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure to the fridge.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Illiterate ginger kid. Do I get to kill him at some point? I really do hate him.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Wonder who wrote the note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Remind me again, what's a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
He said the thing. He said the name of the game.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You mean Cuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Put the note away. Ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on hitting
There
apartment.
is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Inspect the
Most
rifles.
of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice. Take the rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
What does that mean? A rifle
It means
here?
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
So can I? Oh, I don't get to use it, do I? Broken bell in the grave. From ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action rifle with a wooden frame. So, can I sell that one at least? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. So why was that one so special? Frozen ice cream maker that's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream
Turning
crank.
the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Try to crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Continue.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old
Pry bar
submarine.
not strong enough.
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top. And if the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar, you think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well. But the lid simply won't budge.
I've got a -10.
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
He's so nice he doesn't even want to offend the pry bar. He deserves better than me, frankly.
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Ooh, more money! And nose effect. Ooh, I actually needed that. I didn't have anything for
Two
that.
cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug the pipe.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it because it's black. The color of the immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
Unplug the giant red cable.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Did I kill the bear?
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut.
It looks like some kind of
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what? Because I killed the bear. Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Continue.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
Continue.
What are you doing?
I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity.
Wait, really? Take your head out of the chimney, please. It's not safe.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
Yell hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Kick it with your foot. Oh no!
A hollow ring
Damn
echoes
it!
through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Those voices I heard. Maybe it's a malignant entity. Plaisance said it lives in the chimney.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. What's up, buddy? Let's talk.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
You
yet,
should take care of that, then.
but I don't have money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Kim, you're the only person that cares about me in this world. Insane mesh tank top, +1 drone. Intercom wires running into a breaker box. Oh, I'm here. Cloth. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put that in the drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk.
Can I help you?
So, about the money I
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for
Does
tonight.
that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let
I
him.
understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He stops mid-sentence.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I stole my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed at the back of the counter.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I mean, where is Kim staying? Couldn't I just room with him? Conversation. I'll find another way and I'll break that. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an
As
honest
a
cop.
police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence. Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done. Yes, have you got... Does that arrangement include...
It's cold
you
out. I'll
paying
freeze
me
to death
what
because
we
I'm losing...
already agreed you owe me?
I'm losing the stupid money game.
Everything is just a game to you, isn't it? Not until you bring me the money.
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Yes?
There's a sexy dark twist to this case. Okay, I'm so sorry, Kim. I'm just a failure of a cop.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a puller.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Look at the suspect
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
They are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put the spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yeah, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Thanks, I appreciate your help. Sorry I can't take them, it wouldn't be right.
Alright, let's not take them now. Then, come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Sounds likely.
Okay.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little...
You said something about a
there's
shop?
one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Close the door. I mean, how much do I owe? Find out the union box. There's the rest of the armor. I'm sure there's someone else you can try to shake some money out of. It's real. Pay for damages. I wish it said how much I owe.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your combo type.
Wait, there are Copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
I'm sorry?
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Yeah, I got a thought for that, didn't I? Righteous self-critique minus embarrassment to the party. You're one sorry piece of shit. Cop penitent, a flagrant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat of nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really, criticize yourself. Who knows, you might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Oh, we are absolutely doing that.
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection revealed a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
I've learned my lesson. I'm not kicking it. Good mail delivery box. Pat the box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then the box seems happy.
Book about the future of the government reads your mind using radio frequency technology. Book about the Boyadero culture promotes freedom and roaming upstream. This book, you really don't understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. This book is about pate. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on the cover. Okay, I think it's kind of late now, so I'm just going to call it anyway. I'm going to save. I don't know if I should keep making new saves, but that's what I'm doing. Hopefully they're not taking up a ton of space. Quit. Confirm. My throat's getting kind of sore. Thank God the game has voiceover. That would have sucked if I had to read everything. Hopefully I can find some way to make money and not have to sell his precious spinners. Because I'm tired of hurting Kim. He deserves better. I'm kind of a piece of shit for all the damage I've already done. But oh no, no, I definitely do not want this. Imagine trying to stream it before October 2019 and March 2021. But anyway, thank you for coming out tonight, y'all. I'm constantly being surprised at how much I can find in the game. I thought the area was a lot smaller than it actually is. What's this? Posted. Doesn't matter. There's a lot. Yeah. We are going to be here for a good long while, aren't we? But it's cool. Game's fun. It's funny. I'm enjoying the banter and just hanging out with Kim. Kim is a good lad. But I should be back on tomorrow night for more at the usual time. Well, that's the wrong screen. There we go. Yeah, I will see y'all later, and have a good weekend, y'all. Hopefully I will see you on tomorrow night for more. Discoli. Jesus, I forgot the name. Have a good night, y'all.